Good evening. I'm Engineer Cox, Garden City Fire Department. Today we are going to talk about understanding vehicle extrication. So basically I'm going to be talking about the different techniques, the different types of tools, and understanding why training is so important in the fire service when it comes to extrication. So being a civilian, imagine being trapped inside a vehicle, twisted metal, restricting your movements within the damaged vehicle. This is the reality for many victims. But with highly trained first responders, there's hope for the victims, with road traffic accidents being a leading cause of injury and death. Having a better understanding these life-saving techniques is significant, not just for those in emergency service, but for every driver and passenger on the road. So, some of the main key points of why there's so many accidents going on these days, because of young people who like to talk on their phone and distracted driving. So for instance, you're going 70 miles an hour on the interstate. You know how fast or how far you can travel? About 102 feet. 102 feet is almost half a football field. So you're looking down, log trucks in front of you. Best case scenario, you die. Worst case scenario, you're trapped, penetrated, everything else, and we got to come cut you up. Then DUI is being another one, being under the influence of drugs and alcohol. As a career firefighter with over 15 years of hands-on experience in rescue operations, I have participated in numerous hours in highly advanced classes to improve my skills to serve a trapped victim better and more efficiently. So this is why we train to do the best we can do. Whenever that accident happens, for them to have a good chance to survive is within 60 minutes. We call that the golden hour. So critically injured patients are required to receive care within 60 minutes from the occurrence of injuries. Some of the approaches: always safety, everyone should know their job, you got the cutters, you're the cutter man. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. Watch your surroundings, wearing appropriate PPE, patient safety. So on scene, you'll see firefighters, they're going to be wearing helmet, reflective vest, all their gear, just to kind of protect them from glass, metal, blood, anything that can come in contact with your skin and harm you. So, when we teach firefighters, we teach about different parts of the vehicle. The anatomy is what we call it. So we got the A post, B post, C post, and if it's a bus, it keeps on going. Then you got the firewall, roof. This is very crucial to know whenever it comes to learning how to cut and take roofs off and everything else. When someone's like telling you to cut the B post, A post. A lot of times you'll see myself, if you're driving by, I will open up a hood and I'm going to cut your battery. That's just not just to do it, it's for a safety precaution. This kills airbags and everything else. We can potentially make a cut and activate an airbag, and it prevents fires. So the tools that we need, the tools that we as first responders specialize in are crucial tools that can cut through various components of a vehicle in tough metals, allowing access to trapped victims. We also use hand tools such as pry bars, sawzalls, air hammers for maneuvering in tight spaces and removing obstructions. So there's a lot of different things we have to learn. These are the cutters. These These tools, a lot of this in the civilian world, they call it the jaws of life. They're getting cutters and the spreaders. This is what they call the jaws of life. So this tool right here is basically does what it says. It's spreaders. It's going to spread open doors. It doesn't take much to do. And we got a combi tool that kind of does both cuts and spreads. A ram to push dashes, sawzall, air chisel for maneuvering in tight spaces. Other tools that we use are cribbing, struts, step cribbing, rescue jacks, chains. Other tools such as tow trucks, cranes, heavy rescue trucks. Stabilization is the process of assessing for potential movement of the vehicle, followed by the practical application of necessary tools and equipment to reduce or eliminate the movement. So when we say we're doing cribbing, cribbing provides a platform from other rescue tools such as rescue jacks and airbags. Also, they are used in conjunction with high and low pressure airbags to provide a solid base free of sharp objects and debris. So these are struts. When you're on the roadway, you might see a car on the side of a hill or a bank. This is what we use to keep the car in place so it doesn't move while we're trying to extract a victim out. Step cribbing is what we use majority of the time. It's easy, fast. You can literally just go up to a car and throw it under and stabilize it. Use a pry bar, get under the wheel, lift it up a little bit, you can slide it under, and create a solid point. Like I just said, when the vehicle's upright, the fastest, easiest way is just use a 4-step cribbing. You'll see us sometimes we'll pull the stem valve on the tire to kind of settle it down onto the cribbing, keep it solid. Try not to slash tires. Well, you don't want to do that. We try not to do that. Civilians get mad. You can replace the stems. Rescue jacks. You can use this for stabilizing too, or you can use it to lift dashes. So vehicles on the side, I already kind of mentioned about this. This is a good way when a car is needed to be stabilized when it's not upright on all 4 tires. So we got to be careful after extracting a patient from the car that once you remove the struts, vehicles can potentially move because it has lost some support. So I'm going to talk about some of the techniques. So we got purchase points, roof removal, dash lift, side removal, glass removal. So purchase points is basically just trying for us to get access to you, to the victim, trying to get a good spot for us to get in our tool to be able to do the job. So we have a tool that's called a Halligan. You can use that to help bend metal to make a purchase point. Let's see. Roof removal. This gives you a lot of access, or gives us a lot of access to the patient if there's heavy damage and if we need to get a rescuer in to stabilize the patient, and if the patient is bigger. Dash lift. This happens a lot. This basically, if you crash into a tree or a car head on, your dash will go in towards you, and we will make certain cuts. Then we'll come in with either the ram or the spreaders, and we will lift the dash off of you in order to get you safely out. side removal. The car may be severely be so severe, and the patient may be in a lot of trauma. A complete side removal